So we'll open up your questions for Grace and Tayla. Just raise your hand if you have a question. Jake?
This goes for either one of you, but this team has repeatedly stated its goals of making it back to the Big Ten tournament. With 2 regular season games remaining, how do you regroup and just continue to attack that mission?
I think, just like taking it game by game. You know, we're focused now, like, yes, we need to learn from what just happened, but our next focus is, beat Maryland. So I think if we take each game, like, as it is, we can recenter ourselves and focus on the next goal. I don't think we need to dwell too much. Obviously learn, but.
Tayla, you had 25 points today. Just what was working for you on the offensive end?
Just my teammates finding me and me just being patient in the post. I think that really helped. I just let the game come to me. I didn't really want to force anything, but mainly my teammates finding me, and I think that was a big part of it. Yeah.
Tayla, you kept scoring even in the second half. So, just what's your mindset like in the later stages of a game like this?
Keep attacking. Don't let up. No matter what the score says, we have to keep attacking. I mean, we can't just let up even when we're down. Whatever we're down, you have to just keep attacking them and keep going with what works. And I think that's just a mindset that everybody has, to just keep going and, like, fight. So.
Go.
For both of you, what are the main struggles when it comes to fighting for the rebounds and the rebound battles?
I think it's just a heart thing, rebounding's an effort thing. So it's just about, us wanting to get it, getting in the right place at the right time, which I know we can do. But yeah, it's just getting in the right mindset to get the ball.
This is for either one of you. You got 3 games remaining this season. What are you kind of hoping to see from the team to kind of close out this season?
Just push, fight. I mean, we have 2 opportunities to win. So, I mean, just taking advantage of them and, just finishing this strong and coming out ready to battle come Wednesday night.
Any further questions? Jake?
Tayla, 2 made threes for you today. How have you seen your confidence in that outside shot really develop throughout the year?
I think my teammates finding me once again. I mean, they're confident enough to pass me the ball out there in a low shot clock, knowing that I can hit the shot. So their confidence really helps. It's just, yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Coach, when you're ready, if you want to give us someone with an opening statement on today, we'll open it up for questions.
First, I just want to take an opportunity to talk about, a couple things that came together today that I'm really proud of, and then I'll dive into the actual things that happened on the court. But this, I want to say, is the 15th year that we've had an autism awareness game, and we started it when I got here. We had a great crowd today. I want to thank Illinois for their support and teammates in this venture today, or this opportunity to really let people know how important it is. So I thought we had a great crowd, and anytime we can help in the Chicagoland area with families and young adults and young kids that never get to do this. I tell our players, we talked this morning as a team, when you're a college, imagine being a college athlete in the Big Ten at Northwestern. This is rare air. And, for our players to give back and to participate, just like Illinois players. But, these young kids never get an opportunity like this. Their families, are trying to get through the day sometimes rather than, looking, you imagine sending your kid to Northwestern to play college sports in the Big Ten. So, again, I just want to thank the fans that came out today and the families that have been a part of this for a long time. So, and I want to thank Shauna Green and Illinois. And then, moving forward into the game, they played great. I not a lot to say. It would have helped if we tried to guard them. We just, I don't know. Our practices were good. We just left people open at the wrong time. They made us pay, and they went on a run. We just couldn't we were scoring. It was, I thought the first quarter, even, the second quarter, and then all of a sudden they went on this. They go 8 for 9 in the first half from 3, and we never could get our feet back after that. We had some silver linings, some players. Tayla today, I thought, played one of her best games since she's been here, and looked to score, looked to give us a lot of hard-nosed play on the blocks, and I think that'll carry over. We got a big week, and we'll go from there.
Coach, you mentioned already, but Shauna Green back here today playing you. I know she was part of your staff for a brief bit about a decade ago. If you could just tell me what it was like to see her today, as you guys have met plenty of times in the past few years, and just like if you could speak to her success at Illinois and how it's been seeing her succeed there.
Listen, I taught her well, I guess. She's a great coach, and she was a great coach when she was here. We saw, the opportunities that no one were going to come down the road for her. She helped me, recruit some of the greatest players we've ever had here, the Nia Coffees, and she coached Maggie Lyon, Ashley Deary, Kristen Inman. We had a great team. Shauna was a big part of also recruiting the next group, Lindsay Pulliams and Jordan Hamiltons, and right down the line, Abby Scheid. She had a big part in helping us get Abby here, who had to, these are, they were the kind of the start of that Big Ten championship run we had. So really proud of her and what she's done at Illinois. And, she's one of the best coaches in the country right now. And so hopefully, she can. I think they're capable. They play like they did today of making a run in the NCAA tournament. So it wouldn't surprise me. Long answer, but.
Well, obviously you mentioned Tayla had a great game today, and the other sophomores have also had their moments. Last week, Kat also had a pretty big game for her. So just what can you say about the sophomore class and what they've done this year?
Yeah, I think one of the things that has been different, for me, what we've been so successful here as a player development program for a long time. And then the last couple of years, the Big Ten has changed, and the recruiting has changed, and it's become a lot different than, you're bringing in, Tayla Thomas was 17 when she came on campus. And, you're playing against 22, 23-year-olds, and you can see the development in her. Hopefully, over the next couple of years, that'll continue, and I think that's the hardest thing. Our Kat and our sophomore class. Unfortunately, Claire Keswick hit 5 threes early in the year, and she had surgery. She's out for the year. But those guys, we brought them here to find their way and replace. We always been able to replace great players with young players who got experience, and that's changed now in college. You're not going to, in the Big Ten, that philosophy of running a program is really difficult. But the player development, we'll always be proud of that here. That's what we do, and I hope that addresses those guys because they're doing a great job.
The team is having the type of day that Illinois was from beyond the arc. What goes into just trying to throw them off their rhythm, especially when they start 9 of 10 as they did tonight?
Yeah, I think the hardest thing, their guard play was really good. We had the shot to beat them at the buzzer at Illinois. It was a great game and one of the best games of the year that we played. And I thought we were able to run our offense. Well, they took us out tonight. Then we tried to press. We tried to mix things up. But, we just couldn't turn them over and get out. Get easy baskets. We had to work for everything. Where I felt like I think it was 73-71 at Illinois or whatever. We were able to score, get stops. We had the lead. And today we just, we were scrambling from behind the whole game. And no matter what you do, you tried to press them, they broke it. They just, they've had nights in the Big Ten where they've blown out some really good teams. They've also been up and down. We just caught them on the day that, everything went in.
Kind of with that, you mentioned that close game in the first one, and obviously it's the only team that you get to play twice this season because of the new schedule. Do you feel like they were doing something different schematically, or was it just the shots were going in?
That's a good question. I think the same players on the floor played. I think they ran pretty much the same things that we saw, in Champaign. We just played a lot better defensively down there. We didn't break down like we did early in the second quarter today. We rebounded. And the big thing, like you hear me say this, you've been around our program. I don't care if you're in the NBA, the WNBA, the CYO. It doesn't matter. It's human nature to let when you're not making shots, we always say don't let your offense be your defense. And we struggled. You missed some shots. We were at Illinois. We scored. And when you score the ball, it gives you a little more juice at the other end. I don't care what level, but when we couldn't score, I think we got we let down. Then they would hit a shot to kind of break your back a little bit. So again, we always say don't let your offense be your defense, but that's a human nature. That's a basketball, I think, world.
Coach, Tayla actually didn't play today. Was there an injury issue on her? Or?
Yeah, she's been hurt a little bit, so we'll hopefully have an opportunity for her this week. Thanks.
Further questions?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.